Welcome to Creative Intuition Tarot. My name is MJ, and these are the universal messages for the month of October 2021. All key information about this reading is in the description box below. And now I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the reading. We'll put some tarot cards on the table and some oracle messages for the month of October as well. Universal messages for October 2021. Okay. The card in the center represents the key energy for the month of October 2021. Now, the cards that surround the key card are the surrounding energies in October 2021. Let's put some clarifying cards to dig a little deeper from another tarot deck. Okay, got one. And we got two. Six of coins showed up. And some oracle messages. Okay, they just flipped over, so I guess these are the messages for October 2021. Let's go through the cards that we have on the table. If we still have time, we'll put some additional cards. Perhaps we will need to clarify further. So the energy that is in the center, the key energy, overall energy for the month of October 2021 is the Hangman. Beautiful. A changed perspective. What surrounds it is the Princess of Swords. So this is the Page of Swords. The Four of Cups. The Fool. That is awesome. And the Six of Wands. The clarifying cards are the Six of Coins and Justice. That is some amazing energy for October. And the oracle messages: protect your energy. We will read those from the book The Goddess Within and Dare to Imagine. So we're starting with the Hangman in the center. So as I said, this is a flipped perspective. The Hangman card, associated with Pisces, is all about surrendering to new ways of thinking, new ways of looking at things. It may be about flipping our values as well, a review of our values, a kind of like an inventorying activity to see if they are still up to date. Perhaps some changes are needed. This changed perspective leads to enlightenment, to expanded consciousness, expanded vision, horizon. Okay, remember this always can apply to any area of life. That's why I'm keeping this so general, and it may sound kind of metaphorical, but it's just because it can apply to any area of life. So tune into your intuition, take the messages as they resonate for you, right? But this is also taking a step back, looking at our situation from a different angle, but also from a distance, right? So that we can gain perspective. Breaking patterns, that's also the Hangman. And deep meditation. Hence, it can lead to enlightenment, to a realization and aha moment, right? The Hangman typically includes some element of sacrifice in its energy, which means we may be sacrificing those old ways of thinking, old forms, old values, but it may also be about people, energies, places, whatever it is that we start looking differently at, right? Now the surrounding cards. The Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords, right? That is an inquisitive mind, seeking and looking to know more and more, seeking information, can sometimes present himself almost like a spy, someone spying, but this is curiosity and that inquisitive mind. It can also be a message, and it can be an actual message from someone that impacts our perspective, right? Or ignites that hangman moment or energy in our life. But this can also be messages like from the subconscious or higher knowing, intuitive messages. This is the mind space, right? So these can be like downloads. Those aha moments that I said, maybe a little smaller in weight than the hangman, because that's really a very profound enlightenment, but still these are like downloads that we may be getting intuitively. Okay, the Four of Cups in this particular deck, it's called the Luxury, but the Four of Cups is always a card of discontentment for me, or missing something or someone. Okay, when it's the discontent card, then it tells me that we are being discontent about not having something, when in fact it's already in our hands, or just behind us, if we only take that step to look around. But when this kind of discontentment kicks in, we are so focused on being discontent that we just don't notice all the good things that we have. When it's card of missing something or someone, then obviously that's unhappiness and being dissatisfied because of that missing. This is always some kind of an emotional missing, right? So whether we are missing a resource in our life of whatever kind, or it's an actual person, we are very emotionally connected to that. Like this missing is very emotional, okay? And I feel that this is the reason why the Hangman shows up. Like this is almost, it feels that the Four of Cups is the reason for change. Because it feels that it's almost as if there's a potential to become creatively or productively fed up with something, so that it ignites in us the passion to, or we start to think about changing, about new ways, about trying new things in whatever area of life. Hence this inquisitive, curious mind of the Page of Swords is awakened. Like, I'm fed up with this. I have to do something with this. It's not gonna end, whatever the discontent is related to, if I don't take action, right? So the inquisitive mind starts to think, and it ultimately leads or opens up the way, the possibility for a beautiful change in the way we perceive ourselves, the world, our circumstances. We have the Fool. So there's a new beginning. The flipped perspective immediately opens up like a new phase of life. It's just a matter of changing how we look at things. The Fool is not afraid, he's adventurous. So he's looking at his journey, which is unknown to him, full of uncertainties. He's looking at it as an adventure with excitement, marching to the beat of his own drum and allowing his heart to guide him. Him or her, it's not gender specific. Him as the Fool. A new beginning. Remember that Fool is not stupid. He may be a little naive, but he has backpack of experiences already. So he enters that journey equipped, and he knows that. That's why he's not afraid of the unknown. Okay? He may be a little like frivolous, can seem careless, but it's a very youthful spirit, enthusiastic and passionate about this new adventure. So from stagnation and this dissatisfaction, discontentment, there's a potential to move straight into the happy vibe that we have when we head on to a journey, holidays, adventure, right? A huge change emotionally, but it is initiated by a change in perspective, or those flipped values, or certain patterns being broken. The Hangman will be different for everyone. It may be about breaking patterns as well. But still, the old ways of thinking and perceiving things need to go, hence that aspect of sacrifice. Now, the Six of Wands clearly says, if we only allow ourselves for that change perspective, and we allow ourselves for that new beginning, This is a victorious journey. Six of Wands is a card of victory, success, achievement, being proud of ourselves. Five of Wands that precedes is about like competition, almost like a contest or a job interview, a situation in our life when we try to present ourselves from the best possible side. And after this process, after diligent work and preparation, we are coming out of this victorious. We succeed, we achieve whatever it is that we are working on. So it's absolutely positive, very strong positive energy for a beautiful, a possibility, a potential for a beautiful shift. But we need to initiate that shift, okay? We have two cards of justice. The justice from Major Arcana and the Six of Materials is my Minor Arcana justice card. Both represent balance. This is an equal give and take. See, like those two individuals here, like mirror themselves. If it's a relationship, then as I said, it's an equal give and take, but it's can be a business where two people invest the same. It can be friendship, whatever that is. There is reciprocity and like participation from both sides, but this is also reaping the rewards of our actions, of our diligent work, of our good deeds. In both those cards, this is just a confirmation. It's like the same message is highlighted, so it's amplified. This result here, this victory, almost like a victory of the mind, almost, I want to say, is something we deserve, but we need to put work into it. As I said, this is reaping the rewards, which means first we need to invest. With the Justice card, a card of Libra, this is also about maintaining ethical balance. So it's a reminder for us to remember that every action has consequences, and we are responsible for being aware what we put on those scales, right? This is also about maintaining balance between our mind and heart, and that's where the Four of Cups and the Princess of Swords may clash. So it's important to be able to remain balanced between those two. And if anything needs to prevail when we make important choices, we should allow our heart to guide us with the Fool, but the mind, clear mind and logical thinking should lead our way, okay? And I will leave the tarot message here, so if you don't want to stay for the oracle message, thank you for being here. And now I will move to those messages here. Dare to imagine the goddess within, protect your energy. Protect your energy was first, right? So let's start with this one. Are you giving away a lot of your energy or experiencing some energy leaks? It's okay to protect your energy from depletion in order to sustain your vital life force. This doesn't need to look like closing yourself off from others. Take care of yourself first. Create boundaries that allow you to hold your center. Visualize golden loving light surrounding your body in times you need it. If people are not respectful of your boundaries, changes in these relationships may need to occur. These may be the changes that the Hangman brings, right? So it may be about, as I said, sacrificing, so leaving behind people that are no longer serving our new perspective, our new perception. The affirmation of this card is, I am divinely protected and shielded from negative energies around me and release all fear and anxiety. This is also about protecting energy, and that's the Six of Coins. This is about giving and sharing what we have with others who may have less. But the Six of Coins is all the time reminding us that we can only share to the limit that we have, right? So it's also about protecting our energy, whether it's resources, monetary energy, our time, attention, emotions, okay, whatever that is, we can only give to the point that we still have enough for ourselves. So it's about not putting ourselves in the position of scarcity and lack. That's protecting our energy. Okay, now we have the goddess within. In what ways can you begin to or expand on expressing your full feminine power? Your sensuality, your beauty, your rawness and vulnerability. Don't be afraid to experiment with connecting to the divine feminine. It may feel daring when masculine or conservative behaviors and attitudes are more familiar to you. For extra guidance, converse with the moon in her cycles along with your own. Find ways to move your body and be aware of expressing your emotions as they come up. Affirmation. I listen to the goddess within me and fully express the ancient feminine wisdom and power in me. Okay, for some it may be this hangman. It's about changing to that more feminine, or tuning into more feminine energies, so that you start expressing that feminine power, sensuality, beauty, vulnerability. That may be for some. For others, I feel it's about nurturing ourselves, like approaching ourselves in this situation with love and that motherly care. Because flipping perspective, even though I don't feel it's an abrupt process, from those cards it's rather gentle, kind of peaceful, but it still can be tiring, exhausting or challenging, right? So we should be treating ourselves with care and dare to imagine. You are unlimited in your capacity for thinking and manifesting big and beautiful things. While it's unlikely that you will eliminate the feeling of fear in your life, it can be experienced as a positive and exciting emotion used as fuel for action. When it comes to your dreams and ideas, you may feel the doubt and anxiety, but it must not be the leading influence when deciding what you want to pursue. Accept its presence. You may realize that the fear was worse than the actual experience, bringing you the courage to think and act boldly. Affirmation. My fear lets me know what is outside of my comfort zone, and I use it as fuel to pursue big dreams for myself. I like it because this is a vibe of a flipped perspective. Look at fear as something good. Perceive fear as fuel that can help you pursue your dreams, and also perceive fear as something that to some extent protects you, because my fear lets me know what is outside of my comfort zone. So it is also some kind of like a signal that makes us stop and think if we are going into the right direction, right? So I hope that you enjoyed. I'm wishing you a great October. If you enjoyed this reading, consider liking, subscribing. That greatly helps the channel grow. And obviously I hope to see you in my future readings. Until then, as always, please take care of yourself. Bye.